Hello. So this is going to be a slightly different video than me showing you all my shenanigans, and I'm standing in front of my chickens because we are bonding, okay? And I'll let you watch them because I somewhat painted it black and I still haven't finished that. I don't know if I'm ever going to get back to that, but like hopefully one day that will be finished. Yeah. So today marks 123 days retired. If you math that, that is what, 4 months and 3 days. And I think it's taken 4 months for my outlook on everything to change, because within the dogs are out here and they're probably going to get it and stuff. Like Maggie is eating something right now. But anyways, it's taken 4 months apparently for me to really be able to open my eyes and see things a little differently. And it's been a very interesting journey. So I got hurt and was on light duty for just under a year. That absolutely sucked. It was a miserable experience. I'm not a desk person. I'm not an office person. If you have picked up anything from my videos, my etiquette is not office worthy, okay? Now, I mean, I'm not like, I'm gonna slap you on mama kind of stuff, but like, I'm gonna tell you shut the fuck up if I need to tell you shut the fuck up. I mean, not really. I'm professional. But like, it wasn't fun. It was very depressing and very tedious, and sitting at a desk all day just made my back worse. And it got so bad that when I'd come home, I couldn't do anything but lay on a heating pad. And like the past couple days after I got that injection and could actually start moving around a little bit better, and I actually felt like I was truly accomplishing stuff on my own, my mental state started to change. You know, I started looking at things differently, and then I was like, you know, I don't have drama in my life anymore, except for when the dog and the cat go at it, Maggie and Shadow. Like, that's the worst it gets. I mean, the chickens don't fight, the chickens don't attack me. Like, there's nothing. I have a small circle, and unfortunately when you leave a job, you know, that circle gets smaller, but you know what, it is what it is. I learned many years ago that the smaller circle you have, the more quality of people you have in that circle, and so I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't talk to a lot of people, and I'm good. I mean, there are many days in a row I talk to nobody but my wife, and I am all for that. But I think what I realized finally is that I do have a purpose again. So before I went to medic, I was doing odd jobs. I was working for myself, doing this and that, and I enjoyed it. I got to travel, but I felt like something was missing. And when I got my EMT and got hired at medic, I mean, I was so happy. Like, I felt like my life had purpose. And that's part of why when I was on light duty, it was so difficult, because I felt like I was losing my purpose. My career had become my identity, and I didn't know what I was going to do and who I was going to become. And like, all I did was just lay on the couch here, and I'm like, what do I do? And I guess with the first 2 months taking care of my grandfather, I've had 2 months to really get out here and try and reinvent myself. And it's been very interesting, because when I was on light duty, I started researching a lot of the homesteading stuff and trying to gather as much information on how to can, what to can, rain barrels, compost, like all these things. Just like research, learn as much as you can, print out as much material as you can. I've got 2 binders that are like that thick with stuff that I have researched. I may or may not ever look at again. Probably the canning I will. But like, when I was online YouTube, one thing led to another. A lot of my research was about the Davis Burt designs and figuring out how do you do resin, how do you do this, how do you use a Cricut, like all that stuff. But then towards the end, it was more of the homestead stuff, because I'm like, man, my job is coming to an end, and I'm not going to be allowed to work, and I'm not physically able to work. So what do I do? And I don't know, it just, between yesterday and today, like getting the onions in the ground, 160 onions, well, some of them bad, I started really feeling things different. I started smelling things different. This morning, I got up and I went outside. So, by the way, I was wired last night, and I didn't go to bed till after 3 o'clock, and Maggie had me up before 7. So I'm running on like no sleep, and I'm outside before 9 o'clock, and like I smell the morning, and I hear the birds, and like I'm listening to their songs, and I realized that I'm at peace, that I do have a purpose again, and goodness, and that purpose is this. It's creating a life that I've always wanted, but I never thought I could have, or that I would ever be able to have, because I was confined to a 40+ hour work schedule. You know, I would have to go to work long days, come home exhausted. You accomplish like nothing. Your days off are cleaning the house, doing laundry, this, that. Your other day off, well, you're married, you gotta go on a date, you gotta like do stuff there. That's it, boom, you're back to work. You got no time. And now I have all the time. I've got all the time in the world. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna paint the chicken run, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I get out here and I look at the paint can, and then I see a lizard, and the next thing I know, I'm building a rain barrel stand. And it's okay, because there's nobody micromanaging me and telling me, Michelle, you have got to get that done today, you've got 30 minutes. I'll get it done in 30 days. Like, I'm so free. I don't even know how to like completely put it into words, but I feel like I'm so grateful in one way that this happened. I mean, I do miss working on the truck and serving the community and providing the best care that I could with whoever called me. I do miss the coworkers. I miss things like that, but I don't miss the company. I don't miss the politics of it. I don't miss the hours. I wish I didn't get injured. I wish that's not how I ended up here. I wish somehow like I won the lottery or something and was able to retire, but even then I'd probably still be working. So I guess it's a good thing I don't play, because that wouldn't have taken me out of there. But I don't want to say I found my calling, because like I thought that's what it was. I mean, gardening, is that really a calling? I don't know. Homesteading, I was called to do this. I don't know. I forgot where it was going. I don't know. Range. He wants to go back inside. He's not an outside doggy. But when I was doing some gardening this morning, because like that's where my ADHD is. It's like, put beds everywhere, plant everything. That's where I'm at right now. Plant 100 beds for next year. Cover the entire yard. The dogs can go on a leash in somebody else's yard. You know, that's where my brain's at. But this morning when I had my hand in the dirt, I was like, man, you know, as much as it sucks to have a back injury and to know that I'm only going to be able to be down here and do just a little bit of work before I got to go back in, I'm grateful that I am retired at 34, because I can enjoy it more. You know, with the exception of my back, I'm able-bodied. You know, I mean, I know the back is like the biggest part of it, but like, I'm not freaking 70 years old, 65, 70, whatever it is, and using a damn walker to get around, and you can't garden with a walker. I'm 34. I can make raised garden beds that accommodate my back injury, which is exactly what this mound over here is, and I can do these things. You know, it's not, I'm 70, I'm on a blood thinner, I gotta be careful about going on a flight. I'm 34. I'm not pregnant. I don't have a blood thinner. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I can jump out of the plane if I want. Like, I'm free. And I hate that it took me 4 months to realize that. I mean, between realizing how peaceful life is without certain people in there holding you back and tearing you down, and the fact that I can get up and change my mind of what I want to do 16 times in an hour if I want, and it's perfectly fine. As long as whatever the 1 or 2 things are that my wife told me to do that day get done, I'm Gucci, man. Like, I can get in the car and go drive around for an hour. I can lay on the couch and cuddle with the dogs. Like, I can do whatever. And it makes me feel really bad for my wife, because I see her, especially since she's had this shift change, struggle to make the adjustment and have to get up and go in and do the job that took me out. And she doesn't get to enjoy any of this. She doesn't get to feel the way that I feel. She's not free. She's confined to a 40-hour work week. And so are you, most likely. If you're watching this, you got a job. You've got bills. They don't stop. Like, you're stuck, right? You're trapped. I'm sorry. Now, I don't recommend getting injured and having to go on medical retirement because the pay sucks. I wish I made at least half of what I used to make, but I don't. And that's one of the reasons why I'm pushing so hard to do what I can do here to help supplement some of our costs. And I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can for free. Because I don't have, like, this fence I just put up. It might not be the prettiest thing, but you know how much I paid for it? Whatever it cost in gas to go get it, it was free. Like, mulch. I had a mulch delivery. It was free. I try to be very resourceful. That cardboard that I put down, free. The only thing it takes is a little bit of gas and some time. And guess what? I have the time. So, I don't know. There was a lot more I wanted to say, but the dogs are going nuts. I'm blessed. I'm at peace. I'm drowning out the dogs, and I hear this bird over here in the tree, and I think I hear a chipmunk that, or the bird's just making weird noises. I hear my chickens clucking. And, like, even this morning, the sound of all the cars going by, I was like, huh. Never really enjoyed hearing that before. It's the smells, the sights, the sounds. Like, when I'm driving down the street, I'm more observant versus, all right, I've got this to-do list. I have to get it done because I have to be back, and I have to get my stuff ready for work because I have to work at 5 a.m. and I got to do this and I got to do that, and that's going to be a long day tomorrow, so then okay. I don't have that problem anymore. I saw this online, and it's a 45-minute drive, but I want it, so I'm going to go get it, and it's going to serve a purpose, so that makes it worth it. And, like, I can put my windows down and feel the breeze on my face and smell the smells and, like, turn up the radio. I can do those things. If Jen needs me to run errands, I got it. If I need to clean the house and do all those things so she doesn't have to, I got it. Like, I don't know. I've never felt at peace before. I've never felt free. I'm still navigating this feeling, but I really like it. And I wish that my wife could experience it too. And my viewers. You know, you guys need to feel free. Hey, cut it out. Nothing's ever easy around here. I don't know. Don't get hurt. Be safe. Be nice to people. Listen to the birds in the morning. If you work in the morning or you drive home in the morning from work, roll your window down. Let the cool air hit you. Don't do it in the afternoon. And like, listen for the birds at the red lights. It's worth it. I promise.